I'm not teaching good side of life. So I had to figure out a way when I came on in 2016 of teaching you what life really is for the majority of us is hell. And so while people love to show you the cars and the house.
Noise. It's everywhere, all around us, all the time. We shower with music, walk with podcasts and fall asleep to TV. If you think back over the past couple of days, can you actually remember a time when you didn't have background music playing? When it was just you and your brain, alone, thinking in solitude? I think it goes back to our childhood, back to when our parents would get pissed off with us for being annoying, and so they'd sit us down in front of a toy or the TV. It conditioned us, taught us that boredom was this negative emotion, associated it with anger and frustration and agitation because we were so used to stimulation, and taught us to fight boredom at all costs. That was the conclusion that I came to. And so I started to think that maybe instead of fighting boredom, we should just learn to sit with it. And so I unlocked the true power of boredom. Sure, it was hard at first just staring at a wall when I knew that I could be consuming, but slowly things started to happen. I started to get ideas, they started to flood my brain of things I could do and create. Work started to seem kind of appealing and exciting, and I realised that procrastination isn't really a thing when the task that you have to do becomes the most stimulating part of your life. I also developed a profound sense of presence. When I left my brain alone, every little task started to become a kind of meditation. I'd be washing the dishes and I'd get this kind of meditative feeling because for the first time, my attention wasn't split. So embrace some boredom, let some solitude into your life. There are two ways I like to do this. The first is called intermittent boredom. So it's kind of like intermittent fasting, but I like to take periods of my day and just kind of live inside of them. So for example, when I wake up at 6 a.m. until about midday, I say, do you know what? We're gonna have no access to phones or social media throughout that time. It kind of forces me into those states of aloneness, of solitude with my brain. And then another way that I find really useful, probably the first self-improvement thing I ever did, is kind of like rule setting. So what the rule I always used to use was I wasn't allowed to watch TV until 11 p.m. and now I go to sleep a lot earlier, so we've changed that, and now me and my girlfriend don't watch TV until 8 p.m. and that's the rule that we've set. But there are so many rules that you can set in that way. Maybe no phones while you're at your desk, or no technology in your bedroom. But setting rules like that is a profound way and a very useful and actionable way of embracing boredom into your life. So they're the two tips I would recommend. Embrace some solitude and see the profound changes that occur. See the motivation that you get to work so much harder, because for the first time, work actually seems like the most exciting thing to do.